Hi, I'm Dori May Ganisin, and I'm here with Drew Kahl, who is the director of the world premiere coming here to Chenango River Theatre, Incident of Our Lady of Perpetual Health, and it's running July 5th through 28th. So, Drew.
Yes.
This is a world premiere.
Yes.
Yeah. What intrigued you about this show?
Well, I love working on new work, and so working on a world premiere means that you're really creating the first. There's no definitive performance before it, so I really love the idea of working for the first time with a set of characters and sort of getting to know them and sort of flesh them out and discover them. I think this has been worked on in readings, but I don't think it's actually ever been done in a full professional production before.
Yeah.
And so that's exciting, and I really loved. The first time I read it, I busted out laughing, which usually when you're reading a play, you tend to be going, "Oh, I'm reading this critically and trying to figure out how to stage it," and it just made me laugh, and I was like, okay, I gotta go back and read it again and figure out how to direct it. But it was, that hooked me and pulled me in really fast.
So the playwright is from Seattle, I think, Katie Bourget.
Yeah, I believe so.
And were you able to speak with her at all during the process?
Oh, Katie has been in on the production report cycle for our performances. So questions were being shot out at the playwright frequently through our rehearsal process, and she's been incredibly generous about supporting and responding back and giving us permission to make some small adjustments to the text. By and large, we've been keeping pretty consistent because it's a really tightly written, very funny play. And you don't mess with a good formula, and the formula is good.
Yeah.
So, but she has been very forthcoming and really generous with her feedback and support for what we're doing.
Well, it's really funny. It's very unique.
Oh my gosh,
and
yes.
So she calls this a memory play. Now, memory plays, there's usually a narrator. Who's the narrator? Three-part question. Who's the narrator,
right.
And how does this change the staging for you?
The narrator is Linda O'Shea, who is the oldest daughter of a Catholic family in a city not unlike Seattle, which means a city in which there's a sizable Catholic community and relatively isolated or insular Catholic parishes. And so the play is very much about Linda's experiencing new love and sort of moving outside of, moving into her adult life, having come from this parish in the 1970s when a lot of changes were happening in America and a lot of changes were happening to Catholics in America about Vatican II. There's a whole lot of stuff happening to sort of widen and open their experience. And so the play is funny because it's looking at this really turbulent era in American history and also looking at what it does to a less turbulent structure, which is the Catholic Church and small, tightly knit Catholic communities. So Linda's experience of that journey is the journey of the play. How it makes it interesting to stage is there is a lot of this text where she's actually speaking directly to the audience or sort of filling them in on the details or the circumstances or the context of events in the play. Mm-hmm. So that actually is really entertaining, and it's also a bit of a, for people who lived through the 70s, it's a bit of an, oh my gosh, I forgot about that. That's happened to us a lot during rehearsals. And for people who are not necessarily, who don't predate 1973, it's a great way to sort of get sort of a guided tour of the 1970s, which is all kind of fun. So.
Awesome. So it has to change the staging a little bit, or does she just speak from wherever she is in the
play moves at a very rapid pace.
Yeah.
And so that we're bouncing through their life and the degree to which she has to step in and step out of it. There's very little sort of, we're going to change everything and sort of have a moment with you. It's all very much on the fly, and that's part of the comedy and some of the fun of it is that Linda is constantly in a position of having to sort of briefly and quickly explain something so we don't lose track of what's happening. Yeah. We just keep flying forward.
And you've given us a little synopsis of the play, really, but just to say, it is a funny, funny play.
Oh,
you have got to come out here and see this show.
Yes, it's fun. It's
World premiere.
World premiere. You will be the first to see it.
Yes.
Incident at Our Lady of Perpetual Help.
Yes, at Chenango River Theatre in Greene, New York, running July 5th through 28th. For tickets, go to chenangorivertheater.org.
Get them soon.
We'll see you there.